All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JG1024, and today we're going to be grinding out the Paul O'Neill Cornerstone Program. So if you guys don't recall from Friday, with the drop of the fourth inning came a new Cornerstone Program as well. This one highlights Paul O'Neill. So he is the reward for this, and he's a red diamond too. And as you can see, we already made some progress because we already got 2,105 parallel XP with hitters. That's just highlighting Paul O'Neill's total hits in his career. For some reason, they want, even though they're highlighting O'Neill's 39 postseason RBIs, they want us to collect 39 total bases with Yankees players, which I think that's interesting. But okay, I guess whatever works, you know? So obviously at the end of it, we get Paul O'Neill. I think when I went over Fridays, when I went over the fourth inning new content on Friday, I had suggested that Paul O'Neill is good for, he's obviously good against righties. That much is clear. A solid hitter, except against lefties. He has very low power. Fielding-wise, not too bad. Great arm strength and arm accuracy. Fielding ability-wise, I mean, 84, 81, that's pretty good. But unfortunately, he's better. He's best at fielding to his right, and forward, backward, and left are all in the 70s, which is not really ideal. He can steal though, almost like a Lindor kind of stealing. Although O'Neill actually has more speed than Lindor does. But either way, that's the reward. Obviously, I still got a lot of total bases to earn. But before I do that, I'm going to head into the moments, get his moments done. And before I do that, before we get to that, no, okay, phew. For a second there, I thought I had frozen up and I was going to have to restart this whole stream again. But thankfully, that's not the case. As you can see here, I have 11 packs to open up, including the May Spotlight Drop 5 pack that I got for completing the Spotlight Series program last time. And we get Paul Goldschmidt. Okay, that's interesting. And also very helpful because if you think about it, Yankees, I need as many Yankees as I can get to help me finish off these total bases. So that is definitely helpful. I mean, I don't need it too much because after all, I only need 14 more. All right, I'm going to list this for 129. Cabrera. We're just going to quick sell him. Rumfield. List him for 71. Garrett. 68. And we'll quick sell that. So, yeah. I mean, I really, honestly, like, once I get the moments done, I don't see any reason for me to do anything more than just play a quick conquest game. What's up, Mets? How'd I do in Weekend Classic? I don't play Weekend Classic. I can't because I work on the overnights over the weekend and I don't have time. I like to use the weekends to get as much sleep as I can. So I tend to miss out on a lot of those rewards. But I'm really okay with that because I understand that those games are pretty sweaty, and I don't like I don't like trying really hard online. I just like to do what I need to do and then move on. You know, so I'm actually okay with not getting the rewards unless there's a Mets card to be had. If there's a Mets card to be had, then yes, I will likely just buy it. Not sure. I can look in a second. Let me just open up the rest of these packs. I thought it ended at on Monday at 3 p.m., but I'm not at 3 p.m. Eastern, but I'm not sure on it. Oh, still going on? All right, thanks, TJ Plays. I thought it ended at 3, but oh, Tuesday. Gotcha. Okay, well then there you go, Mets. That's the answer. So I guess you still got time. Nope, Yarin Duran, who I'm gonna quick sell. All right, 2 gold, and it's Yarin Duran again. What the heck? Quick sell Kirby too. All right, so not really a lot, just a bunch of golds and silvers and bronzes. That's it. Oh well, can't win them all. Oh yeah, I should mention that I have not done. I did not finish this up yet. Obviously, I could, and I will put Cody Bellinger, his card in the lineup. But first, I want to make sure I get these moments done. His first year as a Yankee, hit 311 with 21 home runs. All right. Well, they want they're hitting us out of the gate with a home run. They want us to hit a home run right out of the gate. Wow. Good luck with the 3 hits moment. That took you 2 hours. We'll see. I mean, the home run one may take me a few tries for sure. You're so mad you grinded for Cattell a couple days ago and you're banging 200 with him. Oof. Which Cattell, the mural series or not the vintage series one? Yeah, that's the vintage series one. Eh, what can you do? I mean, you could keep practicing with him offline just to try and get his swing down, and then maybe when you go online, it won't be as bad. Or is this online, or is this offline you're talking about, batting 200 with him? Hmm. Interesting. Well, I really can't tell you what else. Like, okay, so then it sounds like you just need to, you know, be a little more patient with him. Try to get into more favorable counts. Wait for pitches that you know you can drive. I mean, I'm sure you'll figure it out and you'll bring his batting average up. I'm sure you will. Believe me, I have my fair share of players who have only gotten one or two hits every time I played online with them. So, exactly. You just gotta be patient and get more favorable counts and do that and you should get better with him. Now, if I could just hit a home run with this Paul O'Neill, I'd greatly appreciate it. Only the first moment I'm already struggling. Anyway, Mets, what'd you think of the series against the Padres for the Mets? I personally thought it was a nice bounce back series, especially after Seattle. You know, nice to see them not go on the go out on the road and be terrible. I mean, if you think about it, they really should have won that third game or that second game. It should have been a sweep, but it is what it is. Mason Miller just proves why he's one of the top closers, although striking out Mark Vientos isn't exactly the hardest thing to do right now. Oh my God. Vientos is just terrible. Had a lot of good things and also some bad, but overall great series. In my opinion, Semien getting hot, Bichette heating up, but Soto's getting cold. Another good start from McLean, and Mania looks like Vientos looks like trash. Yeah. Um, I mean, Soto, I feel like is trying too hard to hit for power, and yeah, I will criticize him for not running out that ground ball that the second baseman bobbled, but I'll also be like, okay, you know, at this point, he's kind of our power hitter. We need him to be the power hitter. So, what's up, gamer? How are you? Manaya's just looking good because they're not giving him so many innings. It's eventually it's going to take its toll on the bullpen. That's my biggest concern. You do all these opener games with uh, Peterson and Manaya. You know that's my biggest concern. I need to see Manaya go 6 innings, or I want to see him go 6 innings before I say he's back to his 2024 form. Semyon definitely had a good road trip. He's hitting a lot more for power, and that even stretches back to the who did they play before they went out on the road? It was at home. Uh, Geez, why am I blanking? It was after the yeah, Miami. Like he was getting hot in the Miami series. Well, see, my issue is that like as much as I want guys to hit the ball hard. I want them to put it in play and just get on base and put themselves in a position to be able to score. You know, you can't just have a lineup full of guys who are just going to hit it as hard as they can and hope it goes over the fence. You can't do that. I think that's exactly what 2025 was, essentially. You know, just a bunch of guys trying to hit the ball hard when in reality all they needed to do was just put the ball in play and get on base. And you don't have to hit the ball hard to be able to do that. But it could also be a line out or a fly out to the outfield. I mean, Soto hit that line out to second pretty hard, and he got doubled up off of, or he got out, and who was it? Ewing? Yeah, I think Ewing ended up getting doubled off of second. Whereas if Soto had just looped it over the second baseman's head, you know, I think Ewing could have scored and that game would have been tied. Yeah, exactly. Like you need guys who are not going to hit the ball hard. That's just analytic stuff. I mean, you could definitely have a portion of your lineup dedicated to that, but you also need that portion of your lineup that's going to get on base. And if everyone's hitting the ball hard, the odds are you're going to get out more than you are actually going to get a hit.
Inside ball three.
But hey, it gets you on base. And sometimes that's all you need. You got to be able to strike the balance. If you can't strike the balance, then then you're not really going to be able to win games. Or you're not going to win a lot of games, I should say. At least in my opinion, but maybe I'm just old school. You know, I like the guys at the top of the lineup who are going to hit for contact or try to find their way on base, maybe swipe some bags, so they got to be speedy guys. And then the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, those are your power hitters. You know, 6 through 7 can be a bit more of a balance, more of, you know, can hit the ball for power, but probably should just be trying to get on base in case, or hitting. Like they have to have an awareness as to what's going on in the game. Like if they get up to bat and they have runners on base and the 3, 4, and 5 guys couldn't drive them in, or the 3, 4, yeah. If none of those guys, I mean, that would be the end of the inning because that'd be 3 outs. But let's say one of those guys gets on base. You know, now you have 6 and 7 who can hit for power, but if they understand the situation, maybe they'll just look to make contact so that they can drive the runners in. And then the bottom of the lineup, your 8 and 9 guys, those are your not so good hitters, but those are the guys that if they need to lay down a bunt to move a runner over and avoid a double play, do it. You know, I guess I'm more like that traditional. Maybe you know what? I would say I'm more of a fan of situational hitting. That's what I'm a fan of. Guys who understand what the situation is, and they don't need to rely on analytics to be able to be effective in the game. And this man, he said 6'7". I agree, but we have a very... And that's the problem. Aside from 2024, how successful has it been for Stearns? Even when he was with Milwaukee, how successful was it for him there? I mean, it worked better in Milwaukee, I would say, than it did in New York. But Milwaukee was small market, not a team that was going to spend as much and going to make use of the type of players like Jackson Churio or possibly a Jet Williams or Jesus Made. Exactly. So glad I finally got that moment done. It felt like forever. You know, these are all guys that are going to end up trying to speed, but they could show off the power. So 99 Mauer coming this Friday. Keju card from 23. Guess we'll find out. Of course, it's Clemens. I guess he means more of like 99s we're going to earn in programs. Breckman? You meant, did you mean Bregman? Oh, Lance Berkman. Ah. Well, Allighter is only going to be important to me if he has a Mets card. If he has a Florida Marlins card or a Yankees card, then I'm not interested. Although, would eventually be good if I decide to do another all New Jersey lineup like I did last year. Oh. And where is this lighter card? Son of a... Of course he is. Ugh. Me. I could just wait till there's another flash sale and then maybe his price will go down. First teal color. I don't know if it's me, but do those Red Sox uniforms look weird to you? Because they kind of look weird to me. They're bugged. Oh, so these O'Neal moments are bugged? Ugh. I think that pretty much summarizes this entire game. This year I've had a lot more problems. I mean, last year I had a lot of problems with MLB The Show 25, but this year it just feels like they're way more common. Like I've had to make two parts of a stream more than I had to last year. And we're only in the month of June. Of course, if I was streaming from a capture card rather than my console, that wouldn't be as much of an issue. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the post from MLB The Show on X. I mean, I hate the fact that I'm already struggling with the first two moments of this Paul O'Neill moment or program. You lost a DQ game because of it? Ooh, rip. Was this a stadium game or was it just like a showdown or a moment, that kind of stuff? Ooh, yikes. I still have to do the stadium and get Fred McGriff for the vintage series. I still haven't done that. Trying to get 94 Andy Pettit. All right, well, best of luck. You did buy 96 Figgins. Was he the headliners one? See a headliners card? Oh, Weekend Classic. Ah, gotcha. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I don't do weekend classic. That's why I didn't really know. You know what? I'll take a home run. Just get me 2 more hits, please, O'Neal. I mean, this moment is not easy considering they throw Roger Clemens against you, and he throws hard. Jordan or Posada for Friday. Actually, what I wanted to do, because I was thinking about this over the weekend, maybe I'll take my stubs and just start getting some of the live series collections done. Now that some of the prices have come down, like Ketel Marte is not nearly 100K like he was earlier in the year. Just like try to get it done and over with. Try to get as many of them done. Like Mason Miller, get Mason Miller. Unfortunately, it's not going to help me. I'm not going to be able to finish the NL West entirely, but maybe I have enough to be able to complete everyone but Guardians, Yankees, and Dodgers. So at least I'll get the NL East done and the AL West. Are they going to count that as a hit? They are. Woo, lucked out on that one. And even lucked out with this one, too. But of course they bring in Chapman. And Paul O'Neill is going to destroy Chapman. He's like, Chapman who? Ugh. All right, 2 hits. That should not be as bad or take as much time. It wasn't a walk-off. The Yankees were still down 8-7, even after Paul O'Neill's home run. Of course, that moment only takes me 2 at-bats. What the heck? All right, 1 hit, 2 RBIs. And what, is the last moment going to be against the Mets for the 2000 World Series? I don't even know if Paul O'Neill was on the team at that time. I know Bernie, Jeter, and Rivera were. Well, that is not a hit. Ah, darn it. Didn't even get an RBI out of that one. And that one's a double play, which is nice, because now I gotta do this all over again. Ugh. Well, it's a foul ball, so there we go, base hit. Come on, that's got to be another run scored. Are you kidding me? You could have made it. I get the hit, but only one RBI. Like, come on. There we go. That'll definitely get. That'll definitely get 2 runs in. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. All right, gotta hit a home run. Oh, I see. The final moment was against the Orioles. Yeah, this one is bugged too. Of course it is. Of course. Come on, O'Neal. Need you to walk it off here so I could get more show packs and then move on to the all Yankees lineup so that I can get the total bases done. Half a year? Oh wow. Oh well, thank you, Bubbles. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate you doing that. Yep. Time flies when you're actually having fun with the video game. But how you doing tonight? The new Xbox? No, I haven't seen it. I'm more of a PlayStation guy. That's where my loyalty lies. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my time on Xbox 360, but I'm PlayStation through and through. Besides, I love my God of War games, so well, at least from 2018 on. I never played the God of War games prior to that. So it's funny though because I could have an Xbox since I already have the controller for it. You're on team both. You think I'll like the design? For me, it's never about the design, about whether or not it looks cool. It's more, um, what kind of games do they offer? Only going to cost $900. Well, I mean, at this point, I might be better off selling that Xbox controller. Oh, you're talking about the design for the Xbox? Mm. Yeah, listen, I overpaid for my PlayStation 5 in 2021, and that's about as much as I'm going to overpay. Gears of War, you're saying? Well, yeah, new Gears of War was canceled because of backlash. Oh, wow. I I want to say yes, but I don't know for sure. Oh, with a few new missions. Okay. Oh, I only played Halo like once when my cousin over at my cousin's house, and I stunk at it. But I was only 10, and I didn't understand how the Xbox worked. At that point, I was still a PlayStation 2 guy. Well, boy, more more so. Hmm. I mean, the Halo series, I know how popular it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a terrible game. I'm just saying that, I really only had the chance to play it at my cousin's house. You're glad Forza Horizon still coming to PlayStation? Let's go, finally. You're never buying a PlayStation again? Why? Ah, there we go. We got Mike Piazza. Oh, yeah, Marvel Wolverine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I mean, I enjoyed the Spider-Man games a lot. That I'm actually interested in the Wolverine games or the Wolverine game. All right, let me build up this lineup so that it could be all Yankees. We obviously can leave Judge in. Bellinger's going to be in. Let's see. Yankees. Trent Grisham. We could go throw him in. First base, Paul Goldschmidt. Second base, Glaber. Shortstop, Volpe. Third base. Uh-oh. Urshela is Minnesota, so he can't work. You know what? We'll come back to that. For catcher, be nice if I had freaking Posada. uh, well, I don't need a line. I mean, fair. It's fair. Oh, here we got Austin Wells. That'll work. Just have no one for third base. Although I could put in Caballero or George Lombard. One of them would work. Let's do Lombard. And finally, we'll do Gehrig at DH. So that'll definitely give me the lineup that I need. Although I need to put Bellinger at the top so I could get the most XP with him. But why spend my stubs when I already have a Yankees catcher? Why spend my stubs? Besides, I already made clear that my intentions for my stubs was to the start buying the live series guys that I can afford. I already made that clear. Chump change. Chump change, he says. Ooh. Yeah, you know what I could do with all these stubs? I could possibly put in a buy order for Shohei Ohtani or Aaron Judge. More likely Judge than Ohtani, but you get my point. Just saying. Oh, he's back over 700K. Because I don't watch the prices. It's like, why haven't I sold Carlos Santana yet? He's well over. He should be actually over like he should be over 300K at this point. Oh God, you guys are relentless. Maybe I like Santana. And think about how hard it would be to get him back get him back in a chase pack. Plus, maybe I want to save him and get the Mural Series collection done. What up, Dodger? Strike three, sit down. I know, but it would mean that I don't have to buy a really expensive card when I already pulled the Carlos Santana one. I'm all right. Gamer and Champ are ganging up on me for refusing to spend my subs to complete the live series collections and everything. Strike three, sit down. I get it. But I also like the idea of pulling packs or pulling cards out of packs. If you remember last year, I pulled Otani out of a pack. Maybe because I don't need Posada. And plus, I never hit well with him either. Strike three, sit down. Why spend 18K just to get Posada so I can get the total bases I need with the Yankees when Austin Wells works just as well, and I already have him? I think for the awards, I'm only one card away. Attaboy, Judge. Yes. Not to mention, you guys just told me at the beginning of the stream that Al Leiter's Met card is in the chase pack. Don't you think I should save up for a Leiter if I'm going to do my all Mets team? I think that's when the next big collection is going to pop out. I don't even have Miggy yet. That's the thing. Why would I be interested in Mauer when I don't even have Miggy? I'm like, I still have a lot of vouchers to go. Too low is the entire live series collection. Judge and Otani are going to cost me 1 million stubs alone. That's not even counting all the diamonds that I still need to get. All right, Dodger, we'll do it after this game. I did buy cards during the flash sale. I did. I did it on stream. Or not cards, but packs. The packs. So I bought packs. I bought one, and that was it. No. Well, specifically Gamer and Champ. They're not leaving me alone. There's always a method to my madness. There always is. Strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. There we go. At least Lou Gehrig's going to give me some total bases here. I mean, I enjoyed MLB The Show 18, but yeah, I agree. This game it's definitely not the best one. Right. Unless I don't stream during the week for some reason. Anthony Volpe with the home run. There we go. Now we're getting it going. Well, don't forget, at the end of June, I'm going to be gone, going to Toronto. So, that's going to be a week where I'm not going to stream. Hopefully nothing major drops during that time. Otherwise, I'm going to be behind the 8 ball. I mean, hopefully. Wait, Yadier Molina? Oh, wow. I didn't even hear about this plane crash. You see, when I'm on my weekend, I turn off the news. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want to pay attention to any news. I want to relax, keep my sanity. I want to enjoy myself, essentially. Have your aunt, uncle, and cousin coming on Saturday and spending the night the following weekend. Nephew's birthday and the weekend after that. To pack it up and get ready for... Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds like you're going to be busy for the rest of the month. Only pilot and co-pilot died? I mean, at this point, I know I have the total bases. So this is more just get as much parallel XP. Well, especially with Bellinger, I need to get parallel XP with him in order to finish up the Spotlight Series Drop 5 program. Get that last get 500 parallel XP mission with him to get that last pack, the Drop 5 pack. Strike 3, sit down. There we go. Attaboy, Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, I could sell... Well, I mean, Goldschmidt's only going to get me about 8K, but... Could sell him. I have no emotional attachment to him. Other than he's just another Spotlight Series card. Hopefully I have enough for Joe Mauer. Or the voucher for Joe Mauer. Ah. Eh. You know that I specifically said that just to get a rise out of you, right, gamer? It's not like Paul Goldschmidt is going to get me much. I already said he's not going to give me 8,000 stubs. Or he's only going to get me 8,000 stubs. Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy George Lombard. Yes, sir. Again, don't really need the total bases at this point. I should have enough. There we go. Yes, Bellinger, keep hitting those home runs. What the fuck is this? Okay, you're gonna have to explain that one to me because I don't follow it's baseball outside of the Mets as much as I do. So, explain that one to me, please. Is it like a meme? Like that? Strike three, sit down. You know, weed is legal in New York City. Strike three, sit down. Although I'm not accusing Bellinger of anything, but I am saying that smoking marijuana is legal in New York City. I personally don't like it, but hey, I'm not a New York City resident. I'm just a New Jersey guy that works in the city. Strike three, sit down. Attaboy Trent Grisham. You know, I was on X earlier, obviously, because I posted on X that I was going live. And I happened to catch this little summary that had the headline of Mets trade for Peralta pays off in wild card push. And I had to look at this because I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, where are the Mets in the wild card? Second of all, how are we already declaring the Mets the winner of this trade? How? So it reads here, and you know, it says, oh well, the Mets. It recaps the trade: Jet Williams and Brandon Sproat to Milwaukee for Tobias Myers and Freddie Peralta. Peralta 4-4 with a 3.63 ERA. While Williams is hitting 224 in AAA and Sproat is struggling at the big leagues with a 1-4 record and a 6.17 ERA for Milwaukee. And yes, on paper right now, it looks like the Mets stole that trade. Like they won it straight out. But you have to remember that Sproat and Williams are young, okay? And they're now getting acclimated to a new team after being in the Mets organization for so long. Strike three, sit down. It's like, what, are they not allowed to struggle? I mean, Freddie Peralta definitely struggled for a while for the Mets. But, they say, oh, Mets are 5 games out of a wild card spot. And I just have to say, pump the brakes on this one. Okay? The Mets, the push for the playoffs, in my opinion, doesn't start until we get closer to the trade deadline. That's where we're going to see the moves that teams make to improve. Or moves that teams make to build for the future. We're going to find out who are the buyers and who are the sellers. We're going to find that out. We're not finding it out right now in the first full week of June. Okay? We may have an idea as to which teams are going to be buyers and which are going to be sellers, but we have to wait to see what happens. And since I spoke about Freddie Peralta, I saw the contract that he's looking for. He's looking for an 8-year deal with $218 million total, very similar to what Max Fried got from the Yankees. And I just had to shake my head at that. I'm like, dude, if this guy even gets 5 years from the Mets, he should count himself lucky. Because that's ace money that they're talking about right there. They're comparing it to. Like, dude, calm down. All right? You only pitched like an ace last year. You haven't pitched like it this year. You've had your ups and downs. So if that's what Peralta is seeking, I think he better lower his expectations. At least if he's gunning for the Mets. If he's looking at other teams, well, then the Mets might as well trade him, because if he's not going to come off the 8 years, $218 million that he wants, then I say trade him right now. Screw it. He's not coming. He shouldn't. He's not serious about re-signing with the Mets. Get prospects for him and just try to rebuild for 2026 or 2027. Uriel Rodriguez? Who was that? Sounds like they're not all that impressed with him. If they DFA'd him again. That's strikeout. Of course it is. Maybe I can get one more at bat with Cody Bellinger. It's very wishful thinking, considering I have to avoid getting one more out. And I have to go through 4 batters, beginning with Gleyber Torres. And clearly that's not going to happen. So, whatever parallel XP I got with Bellinger, that's what I've got. It's probably not enough for a for 500 XP. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. Ooh. Stretches out, makes the catch, tumbles over, but hangs on. Strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. Alrighty, Freddie Peralta, 9 innings, 20 strikeouts. And no doubt we got Paul O'Neill. I have no doubt about that. And there we go. But I did not get that pack, so I kind of figured I didn't have enough parallel XP with Bellinger to warrant the completion of it. Let's see how close I was. 360. All right, so I was still a ways off. All right, Dodger, just give me a minute to go open these packs, and then we'll do our game. All right. All right, cool. Plus, I gotta set up my lineup and everything. Okay, if you want me to send the invite, that's fine. All right, last pack here. Nothing. Alrighty. That's it on that. Let me just go ahead and reset the game or reset the mode here. Nope. No, I understand, but there's no flash sale right now, so how exactly am I supposed to do that? Oh, really? Oh, well then, yeah, I should buy them. Thanks for the heads up. Just hold on. I need to build my bullpen a bit here. Okay, okay, okay. All right, hopefully this lineup is good enough. There. Everyone happy now? Everyone gonna leave me alone? Yeah, I'm like one away from getting the voucher. In fact, I could probably just no, no, no. I'm gonna save it. Yeah, you happy? All right, Dodger, are you ready? No, 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 no. I said, are you ready? Alrighty, there you are. I'm glad that they actually put it up here instead of where it used to be. Much easier for me to see. Excuse me. All right, Dodger, let's have a good game. I'm just waiting on you. Ooh, I left that curveball hanging. Oh my gosh. Strike three, sit down. Okay, I gotta be careful with these breaking pitches because some of them I am really hanging. Like that screwball there. Oh man, mistimed it. All right, finally got, finally getting a chance to take some at bats here. Yeah, that screwball and that curveball from Satchel Paige. I don't know why I'm hanging them. And Lindor is gonna get a perfect home run. I will never regret not taking that Lindor card. I just won't. Stanton was another. I think he was another chase pack card as well that I just held on to. I don't know if I collected him or not, but he was another one that I could have sold. He was pretty. He had some pretty high prices too. I haven't checked for a long time, but when I first pulled him, you know, he was pretty high in price. Ah, nice. Finally, a screwball that didn't frickin' hang. Jesus. Ian Happ, I swear to God, if you ever do that again, I'm gonna flip my lid. Successful hit and run. Nice. Mm. I tried to hold up, but who knows? I might have been called out on strikes anyway. Ooh, ouch. So locked in. I haven't even spoken a lot since this game started. But usually these games between me and Dodger are pretty close. Sometimes he'll blow me out, but sometimes I can keep it competitive enough. That was a strikeout? He didn't foul. Oh, well, maybe he did, but it ended up going into the glove. Nope, completely missed it. Wow. All right. Way to burst a man's bubble. Oh, is your uncle okay? Good. And yep, I hung that one badly. It's just something you guys can laugh about later. Like, remember the time Uncle drove the mower into a ditch and we had to all push it out? Huh, fun times. Somebody check him for a quick DUI. No, I'm kidding. Yep. In the United States, there what constitutes operating a vehicle while under the influence it really is broad. You know, and sometimes even in the U.S., you don't have to be operating it. You could just be sitting in it, and if your key is in the ignition, they can nail you with a DUI. Isn't that crazy? Like, you didn't start the engine, you didn't do anything, they could still nail you. You were just sitting there trying to sober up. And they're like, Like, what are you supposed to do? Climb in the back and just sit there while you sober up? Oh, well, that's very nice of them. Yeah, I remember when my dad had open heart surgery. It was when I was just a kid. Around, I think I was 9 at the time. Yeah, I was 9, and yeah, he had open heart surgery. So my grandparents actually stayed with us for a long time, but they stayed in my brother's room, and my brother had to stay in my room. So I ended up having to sleep on an air mattress in the living room in order to make room. But they were here to help my dad. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. My grandparents were slept up in my dad's room. My dad took my brother's room, and then my brother took my room. It wasn't that long. I think we ended up selling. It was around the holidays, so I think it was probably January or February when my dad recovered and my grandparents could actually go back to their house. So it wasn't too bad. It's just I ended up watching a lot of cold cases cold case episodes and a lot of crime shows because that's what my mother um, likes to fall asleep to when she's in the living room. She likes to fall asleep to the crime shows. So let's just say some of the things that I saw. Yeah, not fun. Wow, that was probably the best hit I've had aside from Lindor's hit a home run. And what was even worse is that with my brother staying in my room, I couldn't really play my PlayStation as much. I really only had um, I really only had the daytime, and then my brother went to sleep, and it was like, okay, I guess I'm just watching crime shows with mom. And you know what? I appreciate my grandparents for, you know, helping with my dad's recovery. It seriously meant a lot. I may not have expressed that at the time, but, looking back, I definitely appreciate it. Oh boy. I better not get mercy ruled here. That would be embarrassing. Ouch. There we go. Finally got a couple outs. Ugh. Ah. I get out front of these pitches. I need to sit back. Nice. Oh, excuse me, guys. Still pretty tired from only getting a couple hours of sleep before going to lunch with my dad and brother. Oh, excuse me. Yow! Ow. Shake it off, Lindor. Don't get injured and then go on the IL for like 2 months. Should have pulled the trigger on that. So that stolen base was literally for nothing. Dang. Well, at least that's a ground rule double. and not an extra base hit that could lead to that led to a run. So, but now there are two runners in scoring position, so situation is not that much better. All right, I don't have a choice there. I have to give up the run. What's one more run, right? So far, my offense has been silent. Only bit of noise I made offensively was Lindor's leadoff home run. Sure, why not add another run? Oh boy, I'm getting creamed. Man, Felix ain't even tired. He's still in the green. There we go. Just gotta be patient. Or I could just ground into a double play. I guess that works too. Good timing, had the PCI on it. Just the game physics went against me. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you were successful in that. And no real harm was done, right? It was not even property damage. It was just like easy in and out, that kind of thing. Good. And to boot, now you have a funny story to tell at future family gatherings. Do you ever say what? Did your uncle ever say what caused him the crash? Oh, you should have told him to floor it, Mrs. Puff, floor it. Ooh, good backdoor sweeper. Carlos Correa with the home run. Finally, someone other than Lindor gets some offense going. All right, good. Lindor, base hit, extra base hit, actually. I guess it really didn't matter. I guess I don't need to ask if you got the Spotlight Series Drop 5 program done, Dodger, because I could see that Cody, if Cody for you is already at P4, so guess I don't need to ask. All right, last half inning. And then I'll go on a little spending spree. Since apparently I don't spend my stubs. So Carlos Santana does good job making contact with the ball, but he needs to turn that into base hits. All right, GG's Dodger. Yeah, as soon as you started dropping bombs on me, it was just over. Like my only saving grace was the 2 home runs by Lindor and Correa. Yeah, he's a good pitcher. He is. All right. I think it's time that I started going on my little spending spree. All right. We're going to go to live series. Yes, because apparently I don't spend a lot. Ah, there it is. Fine. All right, so now I just got to wait on a couple diamonds. No, because I'm gonna get these cards out of the way. The collections that I can get done. I'm gonna get those out of the way, and I'm gonna hopefully I can use my luck to pull Judge or Otani like I did last year. Because otherwise, what's the point of me? Ah, crap. What's the point of me collecting all these cards? Or what's the point of me only getting two cards when I can get multiple collections done? There, someone just sold me Soto. Let's see. There he is. 39,529. Okay, so now I'm below 500,000. No, I might as well buy them. 100K that you were complaining that I was holding back on. There's just no satisfying you, gamer. Can't imagine how much it's going to take me to get all these stubs back. No. Unless I need to do a Cleveland Guardians lineup. You never know. There. Excited to have Dylan Cease and Scherzer back. Hopefully they're not rusty. Oh, Schoolboy I can get. Oh. Um, I'll think on it with the Tigers. I'll think on it. All right, so it's literally just Zach Wheeler that I'm missing for the Phillies. Still missing Lindor, so I better find out I better find out if I got a bid, which it looks like I did. Not by much, though. I mean, it is only one. But everything else is all collected. So, let's see. Did anyone sell me? Nope, not Mason Miller either. Still the top bid, so I'm going to leave that be. Marte, obviously no one's... Marte, I did get outbid, so now I got to put in a new one. Hooray! But I did see that Mason Miller was collected or sold to me, so there we go. Padres are done. Got Mark Davis out of it. I think I also saw Jordan. Yeah, so now collect all of those guys, and the Astros are done, which means the AL West is done. Which means I get Sean Figgins and some 5,000 stubs. Otani and Judge are your last two cards to get. Yeah, they're going to be my last two as well. And Marte just got sold to me. So now I can finish up the D-backs. And get Paul Goldschmidt. Pulled Judge 4 times and had to buy Otani. Man, I wish I could pull Judge or Otani. One of those guys would really help me out here. There goes Zach Wheeler, so that's the last one I needed. So the Phillies are done now. Which means I get Dick Allen. Well, Richie Allen, but yeah, Dick Allen. So hopefully I can get Lindor soon, because he's the only one from the Mets I'm missing. And I could get Ken Singleton. I don't even know why I'm doing this. God, this hurts me so much. You're the one who wanted to put me on the spending spree, gamer. You and Champ. There. Ah, of course someone outbids me. What the heck? This is not funny. And of course, I don't think anyone's going to sell me Lindor. I'm pretty sure I already just got outbid for Scooble. And now I gotta go. All right. I appreciate you stopping by. Hoopin, don't mind me. I'm just uh, both Gamer and SB Champ have convinced me to go start spending my stubs. So I'm trying to complete some of these live series collections. I've already got quite a few of them done, actually. I've gotten the Padres done, the D-backs done, the Phillies done, the Astros done. Now I'm looking to get the Mets and the Tigers done. No, I do not have Otani, nor do I have Judge. All right, here's one voucher for. That's one voucher for Cabrera. And as you can see by my game total right there, or stub total, I am now officially below 250,000 subs. When I started this stream, I was over 600,000 subs. Wow, he's gone down in price. That's bullshit. Over 300,000 subs, probably 350,000. Yeah, it pains me. It pained me to do that. Yep. You know what? I'm going to say screw it. Someone outbid me for that. Of course. And now I just jacked up the price for no reason. Guess Lindor's a pretty popular guy right now. Because I had him at 41,900, and now he's over 42,000. Dude, who else is going on this spending? You know what? Screw it. Just give me Lindor. $5,000 subs, yay. For Ken Singleton. There we go. Tigers are done. Yep. Because the price is only going to go up. So, but now, by that logic, I should just go ahead and get, or go ahead and buy Jose Ramirez. All right. Enjoy the rest of your shift, Hoopin. Hopefully someone sells me Ramirez, and then I'll just be Otani and Judge away. Dude, what the actual heck? Somebody, please. Thank you. Jeez Louise. So the Guardians are done, which means the AL Central is done. So that only leaves Judge and Otani. And I'm not buying those guys. I'm just going to hope that I manage to pull them out of packs. Okay? Everyone satisfied? Any more hell you guys want to put me through? Griffey I could get for very cheap. Same thing with McGuire. Yeah, let's do McGuire. And then that way I can have the All-Stars done. All right, I am serious. Okay, so now I'm down to 150,000 stubs. Okay? 150,000. That's a lot. All right? Yeah, I don't need to be there until I pull Otani or no, I did not because I haven't even looked at him yet. I don't like the control there. That control kind of concerns me, but at least it can get up to a to an 80, which is borderline green. So three really good pitcher or three really good pitches, and the cutter is bad. Changeup is a little bit better, but still not what I like to see it at. Let me at least try to get some of my stuffs back. Oh, God. Just going to pray that Judge or Otani end up falling in my lap. Let me get rid of all these. Of course. At that point, I might as well just buy them. Looks like Michael Harris is the guy that I'm going to purchase. There, see? Award's done. There it is. All right, only 2 more vouchers to Miguel Cabrera. And actually, it's probably going to be 1 more. As soon as Kyle Finnegan would sell. But as soon as he sells, then I just need 1 more. It's probably going to have to be the Easter egg ones. Yikes. All right, so Kyle Finnegan is finally sold to me. So now I'm just 1 voucher away from Miguel Cabrera. Yeah, it's got to be Miguel. I'm not going to, or it's got to be the Easter egg hunt. I'm not going to be able to get the, I'm not going to be able to get or spend enough for the World Baseball Classic. It's too much. World Baseball Classic is expensive. Oh, God. Freaking. Where's my sub count? Do you see the prices for the Easter egg guys? Because those were damn expensive. And I don't have enough stubs to be able to do all of that. So, yeah, I'm at 141,000 stubs. All the expensive ones. I need 4 more. I mean, Mookie is 47. Durham is 46. 45 for Riley. 48 for Reynolds. 46 for Wood. Devers is 45. And Schlittler is 46. And I need 4 more of those guys. Otherwise, somehow I'm going to have to come up with enough stubs to be able to get Miguel Garcia. And I just don't see that happening. Vintage is not going to help me get Miguel. It's only Akon or Miguel. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go give my stub wallet a break and just call it a stream here. So that's going to do it for me, guys. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you could follow me on X at TTV NextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's over on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start the stream. So we got the Paul O'Neill program done, which is nice. Great viewer game with Dodger. Thank you, Dodger. And of course, the spending spree that has literally drained my wallet down from 600,000 to 140,000 for in terms of subs. Oh boy, I need to recover. So tomorrow, I mean, there are a couple maps, conquest maps that I could do to like get some of the cards, like the Mayflowers one for Jim Rice or Lou Gehrig, and I am just realizing now that I didn't have to buy that Mark McGwire because I could have just heard Jim Rice. Oh my God. And now with that realization, I think that's, yeah, I'm just going to do conquest maps tomorrow. I'm going to go recover from that realization. So I will see you all tomorrow, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.